with that being said, I wanted to go ahead. I'm not going to let these evil ass roach attachments, along with the people that they're working with, intimidate me. I wanted to go ahead and do this video because right after revealing the information in which I revealed to you all, I have a lot more to reveal about the Okalas. They're really attacking my consciousness, specifically my child consciousness, along with my spirit guides and my higher selves who know what's going on with them. In one instance, they tried to take out one of my spirit guides from the spirit world. They actually tried to remove her out sadistically. And their roach attachments, which consist of those women wearing red, scarlet women, they call them, with the Victorian era red dresses that look like, what they call that walk around the astral plane, going around sacrificing people. They pretty much are holding my spirit guides and higher selves hostages so that I don't release that information and are intimidating me and threatening me. So that means that I'm on to something in that I'm dealing with some really, really evil fucking people. In one instance, to intimidate me even more so, they set up a supposed ancestor named V. St. Lauren. I actually saw him in the astral plane and I talked about it in the astral world. He was the motherfucker that was dressed in red that was associated with Baron Samedi that did not like my black ass. They put him back in charge of my timelines after I replaced him with entities that actually work with me, that were protecting me vociferously at the time. V. St. Lauren is meant to keep me stuck in the curse, and not just that, he's associated with Timberland. And that's one of the people who paid a lot of big money in the physical plane to get rid of me and to take me out. With that being said, what I'm dealing with, there's a lot of layers to it. I'm going to go ahead and try to do some meditation to try to help my spirit guides and my higher selves. But it got really, really dangerous to the point where, in one instance, an entity that works with the Okalas that's attached to my nasal cavity, nose chakra, it possessed my body and tried to get me to take out my highest self, one of my highest selves in the astral plane. It got that ugly at one point. And they've been using, from what I can tell, a fake Hecate that's really a combination of Barbara to try to take me out and take out my spirit guides and my higher selves. As I said before, after dropping the information in which I dropped, there's a lot of layers to it. I'm going to go ahead, pray to God to try to set everything back in the astral plane. You know, as a matter of fact, all day I had to spend, I was going to do a blog article talking about how to get rid of these people. All day I had to spend my time trying to find my spirit guides and my higher selves in the astral plane and get them back together. Because it got so bad and ugly and nasty with these motherfuckers. Their whole point is to keep me stuck in the curse forever. And Like I say before, they've been going into overdrive with this. You know, in one instance, they had a palette number, a paint colored one, that's connected to those evil ass bitches in the astral plane, attacked the living fuck out of my ass. I could not fucking sleep because I was constantly having my consciousness torn apart, torn asunder. I was constantly, having different aspects of myself get torn and get destroyed. And that's exactly what they're trying to divert my focus on. They don't want me revealing information about them. Instead, they want me to focus on trying to get my spirit guides back together, literally, metaphysically and all that, put them back together. And, like I said before, it got really, really ugly with these motherfuckers. Very, very ugly, where they're holding my spirit guides and my higher selves hostage. Really, really bad. And they tore the fuck out of my consciousness. The fuck out of it. Where I was near death. And I've really had to work very, very close with my spirit guides to bring you the information that I plan on bringing you all in the future. Because this is some evil ass shit, some corrupt ass shit that I'm up against. I was planning on dropping names of celebrities that was involved. And the minute I did, they said the higher self, really it's supposed to be the higher self of Timberland. They set him up in the astral plane to be in charge of my timelines and all that shit. They keep saying it's an ancestor of mine whose consciousness got mixed with his so that I won't be able to escape the curse. This is really, really fucked up what I'm facing. That's why I need all of your prayers. Because these motherfuckers are going to get worse and worse and worse. And it's going to take sticking like glue to my spirit guides and my higher selves to be able to deliver what I need to deliver to you all. I had all of my timelines stolen by Yona Okala, as well as Peter Okala. Yona Okala looks a lot like this. By them sacrificial entities um, that work in tandem with that pink palette numbering. They look like this. And they really tore me up in the astral plane viciously. So, with that being said, I'm calling on all of you to send your prayers and to try to help me out because they're really trying to go far to control my consciousness. So, I won't deliver the information I need to get to you all that I need to get out. These motherfuckers are involved in a lot of human trafficking, a lot of child trafficking, and they're trying as much as possible to displace my consciousness. And yes, I'm saying displace my consciousness, disconnect me from my connection to my consciousness. Not only to kill me, but to keep me from delivering the information that's necessary for me to deliver to you. With that being said, you never ever play the enemy's game. That's something you don't do. These things have been promising to give me, what's really rightfully mine, like little bits of what I deserve, while still letting the people took it, who are worth great millions. Steel collars are worth a lot of money. Have what they got. And I'm not going to play their little game. I don't want these entities around me. They were talking about we going to rebuild your consciousness so that they can get rid of my spirit guides and my higher selves and my connection to them. They thought I was stupid. And I had to block that. By the grace of God, I had to block that. Because it's all rules designed to shut me down and keep me quiet. And further fuck me up. That's why I look like the pallor that has shown over me. I couldn't even give a man a proper reading because of how fucked up I was. I was trying to give a guy a reading and my consciousness was so fucking torn up to the point where I couldn't function. That's why they want control of my consciousness. With that being said, tomorrow I'm going to deliver to you all a lot of information that needs to be said and needs to be talked about. Because they've been carrying attacks on all my spirit guides and my higher selves like a motherfucker. They installed one of their palette numbers. It looks just like they installed him to be in charge at various points of consciousness and put that evil, nasty motherfucker at one point in my particular area of the astral plane to be in charge of my timelines. Especially the one that has that girl Ashley Hampstead that's in charge. That took over my body on August 22nd, 2022. That's the name she goes by. And one of my higher selves that revealed it to me, who's under attack, greatly under attack, told me that their whole intent is to keep me near death in terms of my consciousness so that I can never rise up and speak against them again. So for that, I need all of your prayers. My spirit guides need all of your prayers. My higher selves need all of your prayers. When you're dealing with something like this, one thing I learned as a child is you never stay quiet about it. You don't play their game. You don't kowtow to them. They were torturing the fuck out of my spirit guides and my higher selves in the astral plane. And threatening me the more I out them. And they have one of them entrapped in the hell realms right now as I talk. And I have to do a lot, and I mean a lot, to try to get her back. So with that said, to everybody out there, please have your prayers be with me, because this is not easy. I'm sure I'll go ahead, try to put in the work to get them back. With that being said, the motherfuckers that I'm dealing with and I'm going up against are extremely evil ass people who don't mean any good. And only me one thing and one thing only, and that's to hurt me as much as they can and keep me silenced. And that's not going to happen. That fake he Kate is occupied by both Barbara and Rosie, an entity attachment, a roach attachment at that. That looks like one of them Scarlet women, a particularly nasty, vicious character So, with that being said, I'm calling for all of you out there to have your prayers be with me and with my spirit guides and my higher selves at this time. I appreciate you all. I mean, they're even holding up my ancestors and my family to intimidate me. I'm not going to let that happen. Stay prayed up and please issue your prayers for me. Thank you.